quick, short and sweet. So if I go too fast, I apologize. Carrie is recording it. It will be available after the fact, and she's going to send an email out with some information that I'm going over and my contact information. So feel free to get a hold of me if you have any questions. So we're going to talk about listing presentations, and the first thing I'm going to go over is where to find them. So what you need to do is to navigate to the online office in the storage area. So as you can see on my screen, I'm logged into the online office, and across the top you've got the different options, and we're going to select storage. So once you're in the storage, you're going to go to the Coldwell Banker Schmidt storage. And in there, we're going to look at a couple of different folders. The first one I'm going to show you has some marketing flyers that are incorporated into the listing presentation, but some agents like these flyers in just a separate format that they can hand out to potential listing clients. So I'm going to scroll down to where it says Marketing Flyers 2017. We're working on making sure all these folders are dated with the correct year so that you know that you're accessing the correct, most up-to-date information. So once you go into that marketing flyers folder, you're going to find a lot of different PDFs and flyers that are specific to the Michigan area and the Schmidt family of companies. And then within this folder, there's also additional folders that designate certain regions. So at the top, you've got GR, our AJS region. These ones are a couple that were added by Mike Dorvanen in the North region. So those apply to the Schmidt Realtors. And then there's some more there for Schmidt. And then there's the Wimlar, the Woodland Schmidt region along the lakeshore. So once you go into, for example, we'll go into the Grand Rapids one, you've got market share flyers for the Grand Rapids region in different formats: total units, total volume, $500,000 and up properties, $1 million and up, and then percentage of market share. So all of these flyers show our company as favorable, and you'll see those in the listing presentation as well. When you click on any of these flyers, they automatically download. I'm on a Mac, so it might work a little different on a PC. When you click on them, it might give you the option to download them. You want to save them to your computer, and then you can print them out. And so here's an example of one of them, the listing distribution flyer that shows the primary distribution network that all of the listings get sent to. That's one that a lot of agents like to see. So that's a location where all those flyers are. So now I'm going to back up into the Schmidt storage again and go into, show you where the global luxury folder is. There's been a lot of talk about global luxury and all the new assets that are getting rolled out by Coldwell Banker National, and this folder contains a lot of those assets. The global luxury listing presentation is in here. There are PDFs for each region in Michigan. So you've got your AJS, your Schmidt family of company, your Schmidt Realtors, and your Woodland Schmidt region. The PDFs of the global luxury listing presentation are not editable, and they are specific to the region. They're not specific to an agent. There is a editable PowerPoint file in this folder that does have slides that are specifically editable to an agent or a team. I'm not going to go over the global luxury listing presentation in detail on this call. That will be a future call, but just know that they are there and they are available. And if you need any help with getting those customized for your agents, contact the marketing department. Definitely let us know. So I'm going to back up out of the global luxury folder and go right into the listing presentation folder. So this is the listing presentation the majority of our agents are going to want to see, and it's going to be the standard listing presentation that encompasses all markets, and so there's a PowerPoint file for each region: AJS, Schmidt family of companies, Schmidt Realtors in the north, and Woodland Schmidt. There's also some additional resources there that I will kind of point out that are available through CV Exchange. But what I'm going to do is I've already downloaded and I have on my computer the AJS version, and I'm just going to go over that one as an example. Each of them are very similar, but they just contain the specific market share flyers for that region. So now I'm going to switch over to the downloaded file, and it is a PowerPoint file, so it does require PowerPoint to really get the full experience of it. There's some software that you can download for free that you can open PowerPoint files in, but I highly recommend that you access this file in PowerPoint to get all of the available features of the file. And that it opens correctly and that all the formatting looks like it should. If you don't have PowerPoint, again, contact the marketing department. We're here to help. All of our fabulous Rockstar admins, I believe, should have PowerPoint access, and we're hoping that they can really take the time to help agents populate this information and then use the marketing department as well for any resources, for any help in customizing this. So I'm not going to take a whole lot of time and go through each slide, but I'm just going to generally show you the available updates that can be made in this presentation. I definitely encourage you take the time to go through each slide and understand what each one entails and how to help your agents use this presentation. So on the very first slide, you're going to see a red box, and a lot of the slides, actually all of the slides that have the customizing option are going to have the red box, which are instructions for customizing it. So on this first one, you're going to see that it instructs you to update the text with the agent name, the office address. You could replace this image on the background with an image of the agent's listing, one of their listing photos. And that's very easy to do by right-clicking on it and change picture. So you can find a picture that you have saved to your desktop, or an agent can do that very easily. Again, let the marketing department know if you need any help. The text fields are all editable, so you can go in right there and click and change information to make it customized to that agent. And then obviously you want to delete this box before you present this presentation or print it. So that's as simple as clicking right on the corner or the edge of the box and hitting your delete key. Now, if you click inside the box, it's going to let you update the text. So you want to make sure that you click right around the edge of it. The star is kind of just a designator for this information needs to be updated. So again, you can click on that star and hit your delete button, and it'll delete those fields. Now, a lot of the notes that are in throughout the presentation in this bottom area, this notes section, are going to be resources, again, that help the agent. It's going to help the agent present this, and it's also going to help you and the agent populate it and customize it. So there are notes that will help you along the way. When I go to, now I'm just going to flip through to the next slide. Here's an example of, on slides 3 and 4, they're alternative slides. So the first one gives the agent an option to put in their photo. So you can update this box with the agent's photo by right-clicking and do change picture. Enter their specialties, their background, any awards or certifications that they've received. But if you have an agent who doesn't want to include their photo, I've been seeing that a lot more in marketing. Some agents don't want their photo on their business cards. Or some of their marketing, and so there's an option here. The second slide, or this fourth slide, would be to do the same information without their headshot. So if they wanted to use their headshot, then you can just simply delete this slide 4. So just like the deleting the boxes is super simple, just hitting the delete key, deleting the slides is also just as simple. So by going over to the left and selecting slide 4 and hitting my delete key, it just goes away. And at the very end of the slide, this presentation, if I scroll all the way to the end, there's the same alternative slide. So it closes the presentation with an agent photo and information or without. So I would recommend using the agent photo in one of these two spots. If you don't use it in the beginning, maybe you end with it, or if you do use it in the beginning, maybe you end with this slide without the agent's photo. So I'm going to scroll back up to the top and kind of just flip through and show you there's a spot for agent testimonials, which we feel, are a really big impact in marketing. So I really highly encourage an agent using this slide and putting a few testimonials in there. Now, any of these slides, as I showed, is very easy to delete. So if an agent goes through and decides that they don't want to use any of these slides, or there are a few alternative slides in here, like some agents like this graphic for showing that we're #1 globally, and some prefer this graphic. So it's up to them how they want to customize this presentation to make it their own. And you can just easily delete slides that they feel are not necessary to drive the presentation home. There's a couple transitional slides as well in here that just kind of emphasize the next couple of slides that they're going to be looking at. And those can be deleted or moved around as well. So you can just as easily pick up one of these slides and move it to a different order if you feel like it's a better fit. All of this information has come from Coldwell Banker National, so it's all up to date with stats for 2016. And then we've taken and localized the information to the Schmidt family of companies. So as I scroll through, you'll see some slides that go over the Schmidt family of companies brand and our company stats for year-end 2016, our reach in Michigan, Ohio, and Florida. And then there's a slide that lets you customize a little bit further into your local market with your particular DBA and region, and lets the agent discuss any community involvement, if they want to highlight some broker experience or awards that the office has received, they can really dial into their particular region or market. These next few slides are where we show the market share flyers that I mentioned. So those are going to be listed for each region in there as well. And these are ones that you could decide you want to select one or the other, or you want to include all of them. They all show the company is favorable in each market. So continuing on, it goes into a lot of our tools, like the CBX app. This is a great tool. I definitely highly recommend. If you don't use it, you go and check out. Let's scroll down a little faster. Go check that out. And again, here's an example of how the notes section of this presentation shows more information and allows the agent to go on to CB Exchange and get more information about whatever is presented on this particular slide so that they feel comfortable presenting it to their clients. So I don't want to spend too much time. I know that these are usually short calls. So it kind of covers, I've kind of covered, how you can update the presentation. There's a lot of information in here. It covers CB Exchange. It covers Zap. Covers our global reach, our web partners. There's a lot of really valuable tools in here that are going to help agents win listings. And they can update this presentation. We can help them customize it, and we can get it printed for them so that they have it in printed form. They can present it on a tablet or a laptop. So it kind of really is up to them what they feel comfortable. I always encourage agents to make it represent them and that they feel comfortable presenting it at that kitchen table.
That's a great point, Melissa. We did have one question come in. Bruce asked if it's possible to add videos into the presentation if you are presenting it on a computer or a tablet.
Yes, it's definitely very easy to add links to videos or links to websites, and there are some updating options for that. Here's an example of where the presentation has a link to the Coldwell Banker YouTube channel, the Blue Banner blog, and just Coldwell Banker online website. So when I put this into presentation mode, or slideshow mode, which is down here in the bottom left corner, oh goodness gracious.
Oh, we just lost Melissa's screen.
Oh.
That's okay. For those that do want videos, you can reach out to Melissa, myself, anybody in the marketing department, and they can actually help you do that. And the question from Ohio, Bambi, thank you. I was just about to mention that. For Ohio and Florida, your customized versions with your DBAs will be loaded into Online Office by the end of the week, I believe. Oh, you're back, Melissa. We can see your screen.
Okay, sorry about that. My computer has been acting a little weird when I go into that presentation mode. I don't know. I have to contact IT about that. So it's just let me know. Let the marketing department know if you have any questions about updating it. But there's definitely the ability to throw in some of those great. Am I still on?
No, we lost your screen again, but that's okay. Oh, it's back. Okay, so.
Okay, so there's a lot of really cool videos coming out of Coldwell Banker National, including the Adopt a Dog project. So there's lots of opportunity to add some really neat videos into this as well. Or your own personal videos. There's a lot of agents doing that, their own personal videos on Facebook and different avenues. So adding a video is an option.
Great. Well, that's all the questions that we have. So while we wrap up here, if you do have another question, please feel free to type it now. Melissa, I just want to say thank you so much. I know you spent a lot of time on getting these updated, and they're beautiful presentations. And admins, if you do not have PowerPoint, please let us know. We will get PowerPoint loaded onto your office computer so that you can help your agents get these all personalized so that they can start getting them to work in the field. So I didn't see any other questions. Oh, go ahead.
One more thing I was just going to mention was, there are links throughout the presentation to CB Exchange for a lot of those tools that are on there, and I definitely encourage you to, encourage your agents to go into CB Exchange. It's really just as simple as typing the word listing into the search box and getting all kinds of valuable resources to help them with listing appointments. There's a video here for best practices on the listing. There's the listing presentation tools, a timeline. There's just the resources are really endless when it comes to CB Exchange. So definitely tap into that resource.
Very good point. All right. Well, thank you so much, Melissa. We appreciate it. And as always, if you have questions after the fact, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to Melissa or to your local marketing department. Thanks so much.